It's a beautiful day in the Florida Keys, and we're gonna do some solo fishing on my boat. Soon we are going to be taking off the beautiful custom wrap that I had made of a octopus spearfishing, a mutton snapper. We got our swordfish, squids, skulls, anglerfish. I'm gonna bring her to a boat dealership. So this is your last chance to get her if you want her. But I got some ballyhoo, just one bag of ballyhoo. We're gonna head out and troll them along with some feathers. Let's go. We have made it off of the reef. So land is about like 4 miles that way, then the reef's edge is about a couple hundred yards that way, and then it drops off, and we're in about 90 to 100 feet. We're about to start trolling. We're just gonna zigzag along the edge of the reef between 100 out to 200, then back to 100, and we're just gonna zigzag along the edge of the reef. And we're gonna be trolling 3 things. We're gonna have the weedless squid rig. This is basically a feather. This is the silver glitter. We're gonna have that way, way, way back. That's gonna be the furthest back, and mahi, tuna will hit that. Sometimes even a wahoo will hit that. It's kind of crazy. Then the second furthest out line will be this 50 wide we got set up with a rigged ballyhoo on double hooks on a chugger. So this will be on the surface, just chugging along, making a big bubble stream, and hopefully attracting something big. And then the closest to the boat will be our big fat daddy rod, which is going to be trolling a weighted skirt, blue and white, with a ballyhoo in there. Another double hook setup. That's the ballyhoo. And then we got the skirt on top. And we're going to have a planer on some line, and the planer is going to go straight down on the back of the boat, and we're going to rubber band this guy onto that planer, so if a fish grabs it, it should snap off the planer. Let's just give it a try and see if we can't get a bite. All right, I'll get the boat going to about 5 miles an hour, and I'll start putting the lines out. We'll start off with the feather rod, and we have it on the Kraken X. This is an electric reel, and it's awesome for the feathers, because especially when you're by yourself, because you can use the electric to bring the feather in instead of reeling forever. And I can get 20% off now, or you can get 20% off with the code SFFC20 at pcfun.com. That's my code with them. So awesome reel, loving it. Catches a lot of fish. All right, our second one will be ballyhoo on top. Let's make sure he swims right first. That's always the most important thing. Is your ballyhoo swimming right, or is it spinning? It looks good to me. All right. And the final piece to the puzzle is our planer rod. So the first thing that we're gonna do is we put the planer down, and it should drop in like this. All right, so now that planer is on this line attached to the cleat, and the planer is digging down, so you got a line going down. And we're just gonna rubber band that ballyhoo to it so it kind of works its way down. Oh. The first thing we do is we let out our ballyhoo. And make sure it swims right, of course. That's always number one. Is it swimming right? Now we're gonna tie a rubber band on a double-sided swivel on here, just like that, and we're gonna clip that to our planer rod. And now, as we let it out, the rubber band's gonna bring it down. Yes, it's working. All right, we're in 120 feet of water, and there's weed everywhere, but not the good kind. It's like that thin weed, but it's gonna mess up my lines. So I'm debating on just running a little further offshore until there's no weeds. This is a little annoying. Wow. I just ran right over a buoy and somehow didn't get stuck to it. Oh man, we're picking up seaweed though. It's one of those days. Yep. Oh shoot. It's gonna turn into a long day if it stays like this. Well, there's just way too much seaweed between 100 to 200 feet of water. So I decide it's time to go further offshore and find an area with less seaweed. So I'm gonna hop in the tower of my boat and we're gonna just drive and cruise, enjoy the views. We're up in the tower and there is that bird poop all over. Oh, it's on the steering wheel, everywhere. There's bird poop. That was that bird I saw earlier. That thing, I knew that thing was up to no good. But now we're gonna just haul butt as fast as we can, straight offshore, and hopefully we find something cool. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Those are good eating. All right, yeah. As long as they're jumping. All right, I'll hit you up later. How we going? Well, I went all the way out to 500 feet and I didn't see a single bird. Not one bird, not any clean weed lines. So now I'm back in 300 feet and we're just gonna troll a little bit here. Hope for the best. Maybe we'll get lucky, you know? There's only about maybe 20 minutes left of fishing, so can we get a bite in 20 minutes? Don't hold your breath. Again, no nibbles, no nothing. It's a desert out here today, but I have one last thing I'm gonna try. The sun is almost down. I got about 10 minutes and I'm gonna try something. Yep, your boy's gonna do some deep dropping. We're gonna drop down this black, gold, and red German colored vertical jig. We got it on our PC Fun Nautic X 6000 reel on our boat daddy rod. Yeah, let's drop it down. When in doubt, drop down a jig. I think I'm gonna make it a new rule that I always bring something to fish the bottom with, whether it's my chicken rigs, do some deep dropping, or vertical jigging, anything. Because sometimes the trolling, the bite just isn't there. You can go out and troll for 6 hours straight and you might not catch a fish if they're just not biting that day. So dedicating a full day to trolling is sometimes a bad idea. But when the fish are biting, trolling is awesome. Trolling lures around, trolling your feathers, trolling your ballyhoo. But bottom fishing can really save the day when things are going slow. Yes, we got a nice fish on. Yes, finally. Ah! Oh! Oh God! Oh, he's a strong one, but I'm stronger. Oh no! Come back up here. Come back up. Oh yeah. Yes! Oh, the jig never fails. Oh man, a lot of head shakes. A lot of head shakes. No! Oh, that hurts that I have to end the day on that. The sun, yeah, I gotta end the day on that. Oh, ow, ouch. Oh, hit the like button, please. Oh man, I'm gonna need a day of redemption after this. Whew. A clean cut. That right there is a clean cut, which that could mean a shark grabbed it, maybe. It had a lot of head shakes, so that could have been a big tuna. Damn. You know what? I did not come all the way out here to fail. I put on another vertical jig. This one is just all black. And I might be driving home at night in the dark. But one more drop. We cannot leave it at that. I refuse to drive back with what just happened. Oh, I thought I had a fish. Wait, what's going on here? I got stuck on the bottom. What? Only Dan's supposed to get stuck on the bottom. That doesn't happen to me. Am I gonna bring up a rock? Wow, I think I actually just caught the bottom. Oh, no, yep, I'm on the bottom all right. Oh, I came off. I came off. Oh, it's a miracle. Come on, now let a fish bite it. Come on, baby, light my fire. There goes the sun behind me. Just about to go under the horizon. I tried my hardest. Didn't get a fish. But I'm not gonna end this video without something. So I'm gonna do some brainstorming on the ride in. I haven't given up yet. We are gonna do some Wahoo spearfishing. It is 5 in the morning. I am freezing and it's blowing about 17 knots. So I would have loved to stay in bed this morning. I'm wearing 2 layers of pants, but I got invited out by some buddies to do some spearfishing. And I'm like, I gotta catch a fish to end this video. So that's what we're doing now. Made it out to the wreck. Alright, hopping on her. Alright boys, it's time for some spearfishing. We got Carson and Jack, and we got Bob driving the boat. It's cold, but the Wahoo are around town, so we're gonna try to shoot ourselves a Wahoo. Oh, it feels like the good old days again. Feels like the good old days. We're spearfishing in about 120 feet of water. And there are yellowtail snapper everywhere around us. These are big boys, but the problem is if you shoot one, the bull sharks will swarm you. So we leave the yellowtail alone. We're here for a Wahoo. We throw these flashers once in a while, and if a Wahoo sees it, they'll usually swim right up to it. So every once in a while, if you see a Wahoo, we throw the flasher and we hope it comes back for us. After 2 hours of freezing my butt off, I finally see a Wahoo swim right up to me. I can't believe I missed it. If you knew the amount of time and energy that goes into that moment where you finally have a shot and then to miss it, man, it hurts. But I still managed to retrieve the flasher that I threw at the Wahoo, so at least that's a plus. I have watched the footage over and over again, and I cannot figure out how I missed that Wahoo. I think that my shaft actually hit the Wahoo, but I must have just hit him like either just millimeters on the top or on the bottom, because he kind of looked like he got hit and then took off, but clearly my shaft didn't go through him. And wow, what a heartbreaker. Oh, I'm going to shoot a Wahoo this season, all right. It's gonna happen. But I do have some good news. Jack did shoot a Wahoo with Carson the previous day, and they gave me a piece of that Wahoo that I'm gonna eat right now. But first, let's watch them shoot a Wahoo. Oh yeah, baby. So Jack and Carson, I expect some more spearfishing. We're all three gonna get a Wahoo on a trip together, but here's that Wahoo that they shot, and we're gonna cook it up right now. Or we're gonna sashimi it up. All right, we're gonna cut this little piece of skin off here. Just a very light layer of this. Now we're gonna cut some beautiful, beautiful slices. Damn. That might be the most perfect piece of sashimi I've ever seen. This is why we go out there, guys, in that freezing cold water to try to get these. Look at that. That's why we're out there, for that slab of gold. Holy moly. All right. We're gonna keep this simple just because this meat is so perfect. I don't want to ruin it. And we are going to just give it a drizzle of soy sauce. Some people like more soy sauce, some people would prefer less. Since this dish is only for me, I'm gonna go a little heavy on the soy sauce because I love it. And then I'm going to splash some of this Japanese barbecue sauce. It's hot and spicy. Just maybe 1 to 2 drops per piece. It adds a beautiful flavor. We can't forget our line of wasabi in the center of the plate. And then some fresh picked green chives right out of the garden. And I am growing some other herbs. They're just not ready yet, but soon I'll be making a whole assortment of like cilantro pastes, and I got dill and parsley and a whole bunch of things I'm going to be making some recipes with to spice things up here on the South Florida Fishing Channel. Woohoo! Well, this is a fun angle. This is the GoPro that keeps dying on me. That's why I've been doing the voiceovers recently in my videos, because my whole audio system on these GoPros, man, being out there in that saltwater destroys them. I go through a GoPro like once a month. So if you want to support the channel, southfloridafishingchannel.com, go check out my merch, my seasonings, my tackle. All of our tackle is made in the USA right here in Florida and shipped out of Florida. southfloridafishingchannel.com. Now we're gonna have ourselves a freaking plate of Wahoo. Do a little bit of everything. A little bit of wasabi, a little of that sauce on there. Can y'all see? Look at the goodness of that right there. That's about as fresh as it gets. Melts in your mouth. I didn't have to chew that. I'm going for round 2, baby. A plus. Jack and Bob, thank you guys for taking me out on your boat and saving this video. We are now doing Monday and Thursday fishing video uploads and Wednesday live streams at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So hit that subscribe button and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.